Voice is audible. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, all. On behalf of IoT Academy, we welcome you all for the second session of National Level Faculty Refresher Program on Teaching, Learning, and Research in HEIs. Let me introduce the resource person of today's session, Dr. Priyanka Chawla. Dr. Priyanka Chawla is currently working as a senior assistant professor at Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore. She is a finance personnel with 12 years of experience in academic domain. Her qualifications include MBA, PhD from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, and postdoctoral fellowship from ICSSR, New Delhi. She has coordinated and has attended numerous workshops, FDPs, national and international conferences. Dr. Priyanka has been invited as a speaker by various organizations and delivered sessions on ICT tools, research methodology, and hands-on SPSS. She is the recipient of many awards and was honored with the Faculty of the Year Award in 2020. She has to her credit more than 30 publications and has also published 2 books. We welcome you, ma'am. And with this, we hand over the session to Dr. Priyanka Chawla. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, IoT Academy, for inviting me again and having trust and showing your trust on me. And once again, very sorry for the delay, for delaying the session. So I have presented the screen, and without any delay, we would like to start the session, which has been allotted to me, the best presentation technique for the teachers in higher education. I hope my slide is visible. Presentation is visible.
Ma'am, it is visible, ma'am. It is visible, ma'am.
So every time when I start up with some examples, some videos, some stories. So again, I come up with the story, and I would like to tell you the presentation technique. But before that, I would like to tell one story. And every time I explain the story, but this time I have some MCQs type of question for you, just to involve you, just for your participation. So, in village, there was a fair in a village, and the 2 balloon seller was passing that village, and they thought, "Ki why don't we sell our balloons over here in the village?" So one balloon seller is having balloons of same color, that is blue color, and another balloon seller is having balloon of different colors. He's having balloons of different colors, the second seller. Of selling their balloons in a tradition, that is, please come here, it's cost rupees 5, take it from me. But nobody was interested in taking balloons from both the sellers. By evening, they came to know that nobody was interested. So what one balloon seller had decided to change the technique, to change the presentation skill of selling his balloon. What he did, the one first balloon seller who was having the balloons of same color, that is blue color, he changed the technique. He wanted to attract the customers. So what he did, in order to attract the customers, he drew some pictures, he drew some cartoons on the balloon. He combined some balloons in like this and gave him a shape like this. He he attached some sticky items, stationery items, to make it more beautiful. Seeing this type of balloons in a new way, many audience, people, many kids rushed towards him, and his balloons were sold. Again, the idea of second seller, seeing to this, and now it became the challenge for the second seller to sell his balloons by the evening. So what he did, the second seller, what he did, he flew all the balloons in the air. He he left all the air-filled balloon in the air and started announcing, those There is a game. I want to announce that there is a game between the amongst the people, amongst the kids, whose balloon goes high in the sky will be the winner, and it will cost rupees 7, and the winner is not going to pay any amount to me. Even I will pay 7 rupees to him. Seeing all his balloon in the sky, again, people gathered over him and took the balloons. So the difference was that earlier, what was happened? They were selling in a traditional way. There was no creativity. There was no innovation in uh, their selling system. But when they came up with the new ideas, innovative ideas, when they changed their presentation skills, many people rushed towards him, rushed towards both the sellers. So in our life also, the same things apply. What we do when we go for interview, when we take classes in front of students, when we deliver session, when we have a meeting with our supervisor, if our presentation is not good, then nobody will be interested seeing our content. They will ignore us. But if our presentation is good, then they definitely give us opportunity and they might like our ideas. So the presentation, the way of communication, presentation is much important. So what do you mean by presentation? Presentation means it is a mean of communication where you communicate with the group of persons, with the counterpart, addressing them, briefing the team. But the way in which you are presenting should be good. Then only you will be able to convince other, right? So to add a cherry on a cake, we need a better presentation skills. So if I talk about general discussion, I come up with the general discussion. If I talk about the introduction part, how many of you know how to give the proper introduction? How will you communicate others? How will you give your introduction to others? Is there anyone who wants to speak and introduce yourself? Because after that, I will let you know how you are going to present yourself, what points you have to include in your presentation while giving your brief introduction. Anybody who wants to join? Seema ji, Amsa ji, anybody who wants to give their presentation, who want to share their introduction with us? Sagar ji, is there anyone who want to take initiative? Shanini ji, no one? I know you know how to give introduction of yours, but there are some points which you should include and you must know while giving your introduction. If you are not convenient, then you can write down in the chat box. Is there anyone?
Hello.
Hanji, Anuji.
Yes, myself, Dr. Anu Kathuria.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. I want to give my
Yes,
introduction.
yes, that's nice.
Myself, Dr. Anu Kathuria from CMK College, Sirsa.
Okay.
I'm listening your presentation. Your way of presentation was very good. Now, what I
Thank you.
have to do?
You have to give your brief introduction. How, when you meet any other person the first time, how will you
Okay.
introduce yourself? Or
Hello.
at the time of
Hello.
interview, or if you
Okay.
are facing the interview, if you are giving interview and your boss is telling introduce yourself, then what points do you have to cover?
Hello,
Hanji.
myself, Dr. Anu Kathuria from CMK College, Sirsa. I am presently working as associate professor in home science. I am interested in movies, music. I'm fond of traveling and all other things. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I appreciate you took initiative and this gave me a positive feedback that you are connecting with us and listening to me.
Okay.
So again, I'm coming up with my presentation. So what point you have to cover while giving your introduction? First of all, you should say your name. My name is, I am, use these words. Avoid myself, the word myself. After that, you tell your occupation. Suppose my name is, if I want to give my introduction, my name is Dr. Priyanka Chawla. I'm having 13 years of experience in academics. I am associate professor in Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore. I did BCom, MBA in finance, PhD, and postdoctoral. Hobbies, then you have to tell your hobbies, interest, and end up with the achievement. Like hobbies, people generally get confused. What is the difference between hobbies and interest? Hobbies means which shows your skills in which you are good. That makes you distinctive, unique from other person. Hobbies is that thing that you practice every day, and interest is general interest that you do not practice, but you like music, you like to dance, and you are not practicing every day. So suppose my hobbies in which is my skill area. Suppose my hobbies are car driving. I know I'm confident and I can drive perfectly. So which you are practicing every day. These are the hobbies. Somebody is good in dancing, right? Somebody is good at singing. We can say it is the skill, unique personality of person. Interest means you are not good in that thing. You are not good in singing, but although you like to sing, or you are not good in dancing, but you like to dance, right? And there are many hobbies or interest. You have to speak that. If you have any achievement, then you have to tell that also. Suppose I got best paper presentation awards, I got faculty of the year award. So these are my achievements. So I end up with my achievement, and I have conducted many workshops, I have organized many FDPs, I took many FDPs, I was invited as a resource person. So these are my achievements that I would like to tell, and I must incorporate all these things. So this is the way you have to introduce yourself, covering all the points. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. Now, when we give presentation, there are some points that we must know. You should know your topic. If you are not comfortable with the topic, you are not comfortable, convenient in your topic, you will never attract your audience, right? So you should know your topic, what topic you have to cover. Suppose my topic is presentation skill, and if I take any other topic, then what will happen? People do not show interest and they will leave the meeting if they are online, and or they left, or they will get bored. And if if it is in physical mode, then they do not want to listen, right? So you should know your topic and you should be stick on your topic. Do not go anywhere apart from topic, just stay on your topic. Then you should know who will be your audience. Suppose in my case, I know that uh, there are some faculty members, might be they are freshers, some of them are experienced person. So you should know your audience background. I'm not telling family background. Background means educational qualification, their interest area, what they had, what they want to listen. You have to cover all these aspects. You should know how to engage them, what strategy you have to follow, what pedagogy you have to follow. And there are different tools available. In this session, I will tell you n number of tools where you can incorporate, which you can incorporate in your presentation. So you should come up with the strategies. Now, when you give the presentation, the very important point you have to cover, that is engaging your audience, which is one of the most difficult tasks. Engaging your audience is one of the most difficult tasks, and you have to connect with them. But how to connect with your audience? So what you have to do, you have to avoid your monotonous voice. Suppose if I say slowly, then you will not take interest listening to me. On the other hand, if I speak fluently with pitch volume, raising my voice, giving stress on particular point, fluctuating my voice, then you will engage yourself. If I interact with you, if I'm not a radio, right? So there will be a two-way communication. I'm not TV or radio, right? If I allow anybody to come up with your ideas, to interact with me, to share your opinion, and then you will also feel good, because I will allow you, the person will allow you to interact, to come up with your ideas. You share your views, opinion, you show your uh, what we say, you show your enthusiasm, right? So this type of interaction should be there between sender and receiver, between the two parties, right? To engage as much as you want. You have to engage your audience. Now, the question arises again, how to engage your audience? Ask questions from them. Uh, n number of example you can incorporate. MCQs type of objective type of questions you can incorporate. So these are the ways where you can engage your audience. Allow them to speak up. Do not, there should be two-way communication, not one-way communication, right? The second thing is body language. Body language includes gesture. Now, the gesture is you should natural gesture. Like every time there are some people who use their gesture unnecessary, unwanted gesture should be avoided. Use your natural gesture where it is required. Your standing position, your hands, your sitting position should be correct. Do not keep your arms closed like this. Keep your hand cupped behind your back. Do not keep your hands in pocket. These does not look good. So avoid these type of things. Your facial expression. Always wear a smile on your face. Be cool and calm and confident. If you're not confident, then you will feel nervous. Try to remove your nervousness. Your posture should be erect and straight while delivering the lecture, while delivering your presentation. Connect with the audience. 3 to 5 seconds is sufficient to connect with them, but do not stare your audience. Otherwise, it will look bad. So, another question which you may arise is how to connect your audience online. So, what you have to do? You have to turn on your cameras always. The speaker should always turn on their cameras. Even not only speakers, but also the participants should turn on their cameras. Okay. Do not turn off your cameras, especially speaker. If I turn off my camera, then nobody will like to listen to you. At least they want participant want to know who is the speaker, how they look, right? So do not turn your audience. Do not turn your cameras for the audience. Now the voice should not be slow. You should speak. You should raise your voice. You should take pause wherever it is required, because your audience need time to adjust it. Your audience need time to understand this. So vary your pitch volume, raise your voice wherever it is required. uh, you have to take care of your pitch volume and pacing. Do not speak so slowly and so fast. Stress on important point wherever it is required, right? Now, the most important if I talk about PPT slide, audio visual aids, so you have to use as much as you can use your audio visual aids. For example, you can use ICT tools. In this presentation also, I can tell you the various type of ICT tools you can include, how to make a presentation. During your presentation, your font size should be not too small. It should be around 30 so that people can understand and read it properly. Write only points, bullet points. Do not uh, enter the whole sentence. Make effective slides so that your audience can attract towards it. Use and add images, facts and figures, chart, so that you can give better example, diagrams. Now, when you present yourself, you should be like an entertainer. You should be like entertainer. I'm not saying ki you should be a comedian, you should be a part of film festival. Do not use do not come up with a comedian. Uh, come up with the storyteller. Like whenever I deliver the session, I come up with the story, because people want to listen a story. Like, for example, if you make the people understand, or your student understand about financial management or business communication, if you explain in one line, then people will not able to understand what is financial management or business communication. But if you create story for them, then they take interest, because everybody like to listen story, and on the basis of story you should give the conclusion. The people will definitely understand this. They can relate the story. Use quotes, idioms in your session, in your presentation, because this will help others also to increase their uh, communication skills. Add games, quiz, fun activities in your presentation skills. Now, again, today I uh, come up with new video, and now I'll show you one video. Then we will have a discussion on that. That what that video tells us. So I'm going to show this video. Please see this video. Please watch this video carefully, because we have a discussion on this. Shall I start playing video?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope you understood if you have watched the video. If you have not understood, then I can play it again for you. Shall I play the video again? Participants, any responses from your side? Shall I play the video again?
There was no sound while you played, ma'am.
Sorry?
There was no sound while you played the video.
I will play again.
There was no sound while you played the video, ma'am.
The little sound earlier. No conversation was not there. Only a music was there.
Okay.
I'll play
Yes,
again for you just for 2 minutes.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Please listen carefully. I believe that now you are able to understood the situation. Anybody who would like to speak on that? If you had watched the video, you found that there were maximum number of people who were using escalator instead of stairs, right? But people were not using stairs. Now, how to convert these people, young people, senior citizen, kids, not to use escalator as much uh, and use stairs? So what was done? They fixed the piano in the stairs. So when people put their steps on the stairs, then piano plays, right? So whether there are kids were enjoying putting steps on the stairs and go move upward. Similarly, young people shifted from using escalator to stairs. Even senior citizen enjoyed. So this type, 66% of people were shifted from using escalator to stairs. Earlier, 100% were using almost. But after fixing the piano, 66% person using stairs, right? So this was the change in mindset, change in behavior. This is the change, right? If you come up with innovative idea, this type of innovative, creative ideas, innovativeness, then obviously this type of changes comes. right? So if I talk about this changes in education sector, the changes were taken place earlier in education. If I talk particularly about the education, then it was pre-independence period. That means Vedic era. In Vedic era, Gurukul system was adopted, and the students used to sit under the shade of trees in front of Guru's house. There were no curriculum like uh, business management or finance part, marketing part, right? But the curriculum includes Vedas, Vedic literature, spiritual and moral literature. Physical education was the part which includes riding, jumping, hunting. So the texts were recorded on the palm leaves. They were listening to the gurus. There were no labs earlier. They had to sit in front of house. With the advent of uh, printing and press, books and newspaper were launched. Then after independence, pre-independence, there was an influence of Islamic culture, Mughal period, we can say, and British Raj opened many Christian missionary schools and colleges. After this, the colonial system came and there was a dominance of English language. But we can say it was the base of higher education. After this, post-independence period, the host of education institution was set up by the government. Many n number of schools were set up, IITs, IIMs were set up, many private institutions were set up. Uh, Focus were given on girls' education. So these type of changes took place slowly and slowly. And then we come up with the traditional way of teaching. Here, if we talk about this, there were a class. In a class, there were around 30 to 40 students, and teacher were managing these students. Whatever teacher was telling, they just jot down. They just noted down in their books. So teacher dictate a lesson and they just note it down. But we can say here knowledge is fixed. Whatever she is telling, they were just noting down. They are not making any creativeness. They do not come with any creative ideas. We can say as if one file is transferred from another file. Then another thing, we come up with the online learning. Online learning means teacher come up with the new methods, techniques. Teacher present with the help of seminar, workshops. The role of teacher change. Earlier there was a traditional way, now we come online. Then the era come when blended learning took place. It is an innovative teaching method, blended learning, or we can say hybrid learning. Uh, the teacher's role from sage on stage has been shifted to guide on side. Earlier, what teacher was doing? She was standing on the stage in front of students. So that's why it is called sage on stage. And now what teacher is doing in blended learning? They are providing, they facilitate their students, they guide their students, they act as a mentor. So they come up with new ideas, they help their students. So that's why it is called guide on site. So there are different type of blended learning. As the name itself has a meaning, the first blended learning is station rotation. Station rotation means suppose there is a class of 60 students. So 20 students were engaged by the teacher and teacher gave them instructions. These 20 students then then gave a collaborative activities. They are involved in group discussion, and then these 20 students are given some online instructions, have been involved in some online instructions. In the meanwhile, 20 students, another 20 students are taken over by teachers. So at task are given to the students at every station here, if we talk about station rotation. Second type of blended learning is enriched virtual. Enriched virtual means focus is given on online course. If I talk about Swayam course, Coursera, edX, so these type of courses are available and people can learn with the help of online instructions. Another is blended learning. Blended learning means flexible learning. Flexible learning, we can learn at our own pace. Here, teacher's role is required when a student have any doubt. Flexible learning means you can learn from any place, YouTube video, video lectures, like this. If I talk about flipped classes is extended. It is also called extended e-learning. In traditional way, in traditional learning, what we can, what was a task given to the students? Teacher take lecture and give homework. But in flipped learning, they first give some classroom activities. Before doing classroom activities, they are the students are told that we will make discussion on this particular topic, so you have to search it, then we will make discussion. So the next day, along with teachers, students make discussions on particular topic. So they come up with the new ideas. They already read that topic, and then brainstorming session takes place. Another type of learning is self-directed. Self-directed, to become a self-directed, there are various stages. First is dependent. When the student is dependent, teachers take command in his authority. So coaching, drilling, practicing, these are the example of stage one. Stage two is that thing where student is interested to go for the activity, particular activity, and teacher here guide them how to make involve in these activities, particular activities. So what are the example of this? They inspire, teacher inspire, they come up, they make group discussions, they act as a mentor, they guide students so that they are interested. For example, if you want to organize any football event or any sports club activity or any type of event in the organization, then what will you do? You guide your students what to do and what not to do. Stage three is involved. Make your students involved. Here, the teacher, what teacher is doing? Teachers act as a facilitator. So they make them involved in group projects, seminar. They make them coordinator, student coordinator. They want them to go ahead and lead the program. Stage four is self-directed. First, student become independent. Then he shows interest. Then his participation was done, and then finally he becomes self-directed. Teacher only give their consultation in terms of internship and dissertation, like we do in PhD. So there are two types of learning: synchronized and asynchronized. Asynchronized learning means engaging your students with different time. Asynchronized means when teacher and students are not involved in the activity in the same time. Suppose, before giving the example, first I'll make you understand about synchronized learning. Synchronized means when you engage your students, participants at the same time along with the teacher, like we are doing. Suppose we are interacting, we are interacting online. So if I give you any task, then what will you do? Either you note down in the chat box, either you write down in the chat box, or you can speak. You can unmute yourself and then speak, right? So this is synchronized learning. But when YouTube channel is provided by the organizer to you, then it will become asynchronized learning. You will get uploaded media or material over there. So that time, teachers uh, act as facilitator, and in synchronized learning, teacher becomes a teacher and they provide coaching on the spot, right? So another thing, when you present yourself, when you go inside the class, how to make your class more interactive with the help of some presentation skills. What you will do? So I'll tell you some ICT tools available to make your class more effective. Suppose, see, this is, I hope you will enjoy this. See, um, when we go into the class and we make chits in a, and we create a write down the name of the people, person, students on the piece of paper, and then we make shuffle, and then we put all these chits in the uh, we can say bottle, or we can say um, in any utensil, and then we shuffle and then we pick out. What will happen? The random name will generate. Similarly, in online also, you can do the same thing. You can simply write down online name generator spinning wheel. Suppose these are the name of the persons. Maheshwari ji, Ramdas ji, Sagar ji. Then we have, I'm randomly picking the name. Deepa ji, Anu ji, Deepa ji, Anu ji, IoT Academy. You can enter as much as many names as you want. If you want to, and if you want this, any particular person should answer to my question, then you can pick out the name of the person with the help of this spinning wheel. Okay. Another name, one more name, I can Asmaji. Okay. Now I just click into this spin. Let us see whose name comes. Oh wow, IoT Academy. If I want to ask some question, then I can play this type of game. And you can use this for the students if you have smart boards in your institute. Another thing which I would like to tell you is, if you have idea about this, how many of you know this is the thing where you can prepare your notes at one place? This is youneedawiki.com. Have you ever heard about youneedawiki.com? These are some of the ICT tools which I would like to tell, so that you can use this in your classes and make your presentation attractive, make your students engaged and involved. So how many of you have listened about You Need a Wiki? See, You Need a Wiki is a bookish form. It is in the bookish form. Since I have created my ID like this, so there is no requirement of this. It is not asking for my login ID, login details. But if you are the first time user, then what will happen? First, you have to enter Google. No, sorry. You have to enter, write down in the browser, youneedawiki.com. Just a minute. Let me change my login ID so that you can know this. Suppose this, I'm the first time user. Write down here, you need a wiki. This one. Just click on this, create a wiki. It will ask for signing up. If you are the first time user, then it will ask for signing up. If you are not a first time user, or after signing up, then it will ask for create a wiki. Create a wiki means the name of the subject which you want to enter. Suppose I have to create notes for the subject financial management, and or I can say testing. This is a demo session, na? And then create. If you want this should be editable, edited by another person, then you can type the name of particular person and give him or her invitation. Otherwise, you can skip this part. This is the demo session. Okay? This type of demo is created. Now, if I talk about my wikis, so I have prepared some notes for the students. Whatever I am writing over here, that is visible to my students. If you heard about Google Classroom, it is not a Google Classroom because it is just for notes purpose. So I have created these type of wikis for the students. See how many wikis I have created. And people like this. Student wants notes. So it is under one head. See, I'll show my wikis. So suppose this is the subject cost accounting. Under cost accounting, this is my first unit. Under first unit, these are some of the topics which I had covered. So under this, I can include Google page, that means document, Google sheet, that means Excel sheet, slide also, slide means PPTs, form means Google form, you can take test of the students, you can create your folder. If you have saved something in your drive, then you can import it directly from the drive, or you can copy it from your drive. Even you can, if you want to show video lectures, then you can enter that video lecture with the help of this link. See, this is the first unit I had created. Under first unit, these are the subtopics. So under subtopics, what I had done, this is the document file I had created. This is the PPT I just uploaded for my students so that they can refer it anytime from anywhere. Although you can do this in your WhatsApp, but it is not systematically managed. Here I have arranged all the things systematically in a bookish form. See, PPT. I have uploaded all these things. Then this is the second topic, introduction. In introduction part, I have taught them with the help of document file. This is the numerical. For numerical, what I have done, I took help of I have added some questions for them. See what I have done for PDF. See, this is the PDF file. Image also I have created for them. These are numerical question. For numerical question, for solving these type of question, I took help of Excel sheet, or we can say Google sheet, where is solution. See. So nothing, what you have to do, you have to go add new thing, and then first you have to click on folder, name, provide name to that folder. This is folder. First create folder, name that folder. I had named the introduction. Under folder, then you can add anything, either document file, sheet, or like Excel sheet, or slides, or form. Okay, so this is the one way you can share your notes. So what you have to do, either there are three options available. Private. Private means if you want to give notes to one or two person, then you have to enter the email ID of that person. If you generally, what is the best way? Go for shareable link. It will be available to all. For example, I have done for testing also. I'll share one sheet to you, this type of link. So you will be able to understand. See, this is testing. So how can I share with you? Go to shareable link. Do not click on public. Okay. We will not allow public. And I will share this to with you. If you click on this link, you will be able to understand how to share notes with the students. In this format, student can see your notes. Okay. Now, another thing is so this is you need a wiki. When we come up with the online boards, although we all are using physical matlab, boards, whiteboards or green boards, but there are many online boards available. We can take help of smart boards. So these are the whiteboards which are freely available like Canva, our app, Sideboard, Jamboard, Miro, Class Screen. These are freely available. Stormboard, Twiddler, Whiteboard, Scribbler. But this is for here I have written down it is available for 30 days. It is free for 14 days. Limno free trial, Classflow. It is free. Apart from this, one board I would like to share with you board that is whiteboard.py. Yeah, and this is the best way. Whiteboard.py. If you are a student, then you can go for joint class. If you are student, if you are not student, then you can create. Then you can create. Go to new class. If you are if you are not student, if you are teacher, then click on create. Enter the name of your class. This is IoT Academy. Skip your email ID. It is not required and create new class. I'll be sharing this board with you. This is my board. See, this is my board. The thing which I would like to tell you, the advantage of this board is you can see my board. Generally, student can see teacher's board. But the advantage of this board is I can see your board also. I can see the student. I can control on that thing. So what I have to do, I have to share this board with you all. This is the link I'm providing to you. And what I have done, I had make controlling power. I have done enable waiting lobby. When you join this board, then you cannot direct enter in my class. What you have to do to join my class? What you have to do? Just click on this whiteboard. I'll be sharing the room code with you. This is the room code. Try to join my class.
Our resource person will be joining soon.
Have you tried to join into my class? How many of you are joined after joining my link? This link. See, prior to join, Ahmed ji tried to join my class. Again, I will send you my link. 10 more minutes, and then we will wind up. I know that. See, this is the link I would like to provide to you, and this is the code. Try to join this whiteboard. This is the code. What I have done, I have make some changes. Enable waiting lobby. I will not allow you to enter into my class directly. So you have to wait for a while. The first thing. Okay. Even I have option of locking the room. I can save the manual whiteboards. I can even hide the student's name. I can even save whiteboard in PDF format. I can even have an option of clearing the whiteboards, whatever students have written down in their boards. See, two participants have joined us, want to join. So what I'll do, I will allow them. Three have joined. So what I'll do, Doctor joined my board. See, now I can see your board also. Now whatever you will be writing on your board, I have option of clearing it. I can, whatever you will write. One more is, see, so something she has written, Anuji has written, hello, okay.
Ma'am, your presentation is not visible, ma'am.
Sorry. Again, I'll tell you in, see, I have option. I hope it is available. See, what I've done, I have marked on enable waiting lobby, right? So what I can do, since I have marked on lobby, 5 बजे चल जाएगा पक्का 10 मिनट 10 10. See, I had marked on enable waiting lobby. So what two more participants are waiting. accept and I will allow to enter into my class. Dr. Kamal, I will allow them to enter into my class. Anuji has written something. Hello. So I have option to delete it. Interesting. Thank you so much, ma'am. So I have option to delete whatever she has written over here. So I will go into action and erase whiteboard. Okay. So just for a demo purpose, I will erase. See, I have erased. I have full control over your whiteboards. So you can practice on this. Another thing that just because of due to lack of time, I'm skipping this part, but you have lots and lots of things you can enjoy. You will enjoy definitely. Another thing which I would like to tell you, whiteboard completed now. One more thing which is very important for the presentation session. You can make your own video. There are n number of options. Loom is available, OBS option, but it is a software that you have to download. But although it is freely available, but you have to work on it. Screencastify. Screencastify, it is freely available. And this is the Google Chrome option available here. If you want, you can download it, or you can add to your Chrome. It is freely available. It is the option. I have already installed it in my Chrome. Okay. I have already installed. So see, I have already installed. See, extension. This is the extension. See, you can see here Screencastify. It is already installed. So you can create your own video, whatever you are presenting, you can whatever you are presenting, you can easily record it. For that, make sure my microphone is on, webcam is on, and then you can start recording. So see you can see my picture here, share whatever. So give your, it is going to start 3, 2, 1. See, whatever I'll be telling, I will be teaching. So this will be recorded automatically. See, these are my slides. So this is the good option available over here. And some quizzes, assessment. For assessment purpose, it is very important. You should know, apart from Google Form, what options are available. So Quizlet is the another option. Playbus is the another option. Quizmaker, SurveyMonkey. These are some of the options. Kahoot, Google Form, 123 Form, Testmos, Hot Potatoes, Classmaker, and quizzes. The most important thing is quizzes, so you can go into this. Now I'm going to stop my video and I'll show the recording to you. See, this is the recording. It will be automatically saved. See. What edit in this. So Screencastify is another option for your with this I'm session. I hope this IT due to lack of time I was not able to tell more about next technical issues due to some and almost all. So, any questions from your side regarding this? Do you have any question? Thank you.
The session is open for discussion now. We can
Thank you,
unmute and
Anuji.
interrupt the resource
Thank you,
person.
Karmanji,
You can put the
for
questions
your
in the chat
positive
box
feedback.
also.
Thank you, Seema ji, for your positive feedback, everyone. But please let me know if you have any query, then you can write down, either write down in the chat box or you can speak, unmute yourself and speak.
Dear participants, do you have any queries? Ma'am, you have to unmute, ma'am. I think you're on mute. Archana, ma'am, do you have any question, ma'am? Priyanka, ma'am,
Hello.
you have to unmute, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. You're audible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Somebody has raised. May I know if you want to ask anything?
Archana, ma'am, do you have any query, ma'am?
Any query from your side? So shall we wind up the session? Thank you for the positive feedback. Thank you so much, participants.
Yes, ma'am. On behalf of IoT Academy, we thank Dr. Priyanka Chawla, ma'am, for the enlightening, informative, and enriching session. We thank you once again for the amazing presentation, ma'am. And we thank you for enhancing your knowledge with a commendable presentation. We thank you very much for your efforts, ma'am. I thank all the participants for joining the session today. Please submit the feedback form using the link that has been posted in the chat box. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. It was an amazing session, and we thank you very much for your efforts, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shall I leave the meeting now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
हाँ अब बोलो.
तो फिर मैं सर ने बोला कि